We picked out the best smartphones that are priced under $150 or £100, SIM-free or on pay-as-you-go. You'll be pretty amazed at what you can get for your money. All the mobiles listed are available to buy in the USA and UK, and we'll continue to update our list throughout 2015. 1. Microsoft Lumia 535 best for saving money, £70. All of these phones are cheap, but at just £70 the Microsoft Lumia 535 is almost unbelievably affordable. For that money you get a 5.0-inch 540x960 display with a pixel density of 220 pixels per inch for clear visuals, a 1.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 200 processor and 1 GB of RAM, so it's a surprisingly well-spec'd device. It's solidly built too, with a colorful plastic shell which you can swap out if you ever feel like a change. There's no 4G, just a 5MP camera and only 4 GB of storage, but there's a microSD card slot too, so you can easily expand on that, and it runs Windows Phone 8.1, so you can get brand new features like Cortana and Action Centre without having to spend much money. It also has a 5MP selfie snapper, which is a real bonus at this price. 2. Moto E 2nd generation for Android on a budget, £90. The original Motorola Moto E was incredible value and sold well as a result. Now Motorola's back with a slightly better and marginally more expensive successor. At just £90 it's still incredibly affordable, but it's surprisingly good too, with a 4.5-inch 540x960 screen for a pixel density of 245 pixels per inch, a 1.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 410 processor and 1 GB of RAM. It also has a fairly attractive, albeit plastic design, and feels solidly built. Plus it's water resistant, so it can take a splash, and while it only has 8 GB of built-in storage, there's also a microSD card slot. The 5MP camera is pretty poor and it lacks advanced features like NFC, but it's a reliable smartphone with solid performance for under £100, and it even has 4G, which still isn't standard at this sort of price. 3. Nokia Lumia 630/635 for Windows Phone lovers, £90. The Nokia Lumia 635 is essentially a tweaked version of the Nokia Lumia 630, adding 4G connectivity and changing from a matte plastic cover to a more eye-catching glossy one. Other than that, it's the same as that already impressive handset, with a clear 4.5-inch 480x854 IPS LCD display, a 1.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 400 processor, 512 MB of RAM, 8 GB of storage, a microSD card slot, and 1830 mAh battery and a 5MP camera. That's combined with the lightweight and sleek Windows Phone 8.1 operating system that leaves it with slick performance, and you can get all of this for just £90, or if you can live without 4G you could always opt for the Lumia 630 and save yourself £20. 4. EE Harrier Mini for superfast data, £84.99. The EE Harrier Mini can be seen as the successor to the EE Kestrel, along with the pricier EE Harrier. For under £100 it gives you a sharp 4.7-inch 720x1280 display, a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor, 1 GB of RAM and a surprisingly high-spec 8MP camera. Being an EE phone, it also supports 4G of course, so your mobile data needs are covered, and with Android 5.0 its software is almost up to date. Perhaps most excitingly, it's currently one of the cheapest phones to offer Wi-Fi calling, giving it a serious selling point, particularly as only a handful of other handsets have the feature at all. With solid battery life, a microSD card slot and a decent if unexceptional build, there's not much that's missing here, especially not for such a low price. 5. Motorola Moto G with 4G solid all-rounder, £100. The original Moto G with 4G is one of the best budget smartphones on the planet. With starting prices of around £100 it only just squeezes into this list, but you get a whole lot for your money. With a 1.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 400 processor and 1 GB of RAM, it's a snappy performer, while its 4.5-inch 720 x 1280 IPS LCD display is both big and high quality as low-end phones go, with a pixel density of 326 pixels per inch. There are other good things to say about it too. It runs Android Lollipop, has a capable 5MP camera and an attractive build, and with 8 GB of storage, or more if you pay more, it's not as limited as some cheap phones. It's since been superseded by a second and third generation Moto G, with larger screens and more power, and they're great options too, but they will stretch your budget even further. 6. Vodafone Smart Prime 6 for a long-lasting battery, £70. Not content with just providing SIM cards and contracts, Vodafone also makes own brand handsets, and the Smart Prime 6 is one of its best yet, combining an affordable price tag with surprisingly impressive specs. The highlight is arguably its impressive battery life, as while Vodafone hasn't confirmed how big its juice pack is, it's rated for up to 18 hours of talk time. That's well above average for any smartphone, let alone a budget one, so it's a great choice for power users. It also has a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor and 1 GB of RAM, so it's fairly powerful, and it has a large 5.0-inch 720p screen. Its 8MP camera is seriously impressive for the price too, and while it only has 8 GB of storage, it also has a microSD card slot with support for cards of up to 64 GB. It even supports 4G for speedy mobile data. The Vodafone Smart Prime 6 is surprisingly stylish too, with a slim 9mm thick build and metal keys, though the casing is still plastic. 7. HTC Desire 510 for brand name 4G, £100. Few brand name phones offer 4G on a budget, but at around £100 the HTC Desire 510 fits the bill. Speedy data isn't all it offers though, with the phone also providing solid performance thanks to a 1.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 410 processor and 1 GB of RAM. A microSD card slot ensures there's plenty of storage space, and its sizable 4.7-inch 480 x 854 screen is a great way to enjoy all your apps and media. The HTC Desire 510's 2100 mAh juice pack also provides pretty decent battery life, with the phone easily lasting a day or more with mixed use. The 5MP camera could be better, but there are always going to be sacrifices at this price, and in most other ways the HTC Desire 510 is a pretty good phone.